Hey, it's Ace from Ace of Spades Tarot. Welcome back, everyone, to this new channel. I am truly grateful for all who are joining in the collective energy of these readings. If you are new, which I'm guessing most of you are, please do subscribe to the channel. It's the only way to help the channel to grow. Share it with friends. Feel free to comment respectfully and hit that like button if what I say resonates with you. Of course, as it is a general reading for the collective, not a personal reading, these readings will not resonate for every person. So please take from it only what relates to your own situation and leave the rest. This particular series focused on intimate relationships, partnerships, most likely romantic, but can also be, close personal or business relationships, family, friends, etc. Of course, these readings can apply to anyone who has Leo. This is for Leo. Prominently in in the major planets of their natal chart. However, I'm focusing this series more specifically on the energy of those with their Venus, Moon, and or Mars in Leo, as these planets have to do with how we love, our emotions, and how we take actions, respectively. If you do not know how to find out your natal chart information or would like to delve deeper or receive a private reading, my email will be in the description box below, so please feel free to email me for further information. Okay, so, actually, just a reminder, time is fluid. So although this is a reading, primarily mid-April through mid-May, really whenever this reading finds you, trust that that is when it's meant to find you. Gender also in tarot is fluid, so please do not necessarily assign gender roles for the characters depicted on the keys. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So I ask that you adjust your perspective of the reading to however it most resonates with you, and or any energy that might be directly involved with you, or any energy in directly within your situation in life. Okay, Leo. Venus, Moon, Mars, also Sun rising, North Node, Jupiter, but as we're focusing on partnerships, Venus, Moon, Mars, let's get started. I'm going to start by pulling some general energy. These cards have been all pre-shuffled and cleansed. Oh, right away. Queen of Wands. Well, there we go. Well, it's confident and magnetic. It is an Aries and Pisces energy. However, it's still fire energy, and I actually often see the Queen of Wands as Leo energy, just for me as a reader. Just so you know, I am a Leo moon, so I'm curious to see what happens in these readings as well. Oh, okay. Ten of Swords. Painful ending. And the Hermit. Soul searching. I mean, initially I'm getting off the bat, Leo, that you might be moving away from something, knowing your own worth, understanding that endings are endings. They're the end of a cycle. We're always trying to get to the 10 in the tarot. So, you know, when you're embodying Queen of Wands energy, that never really goes away, but sometimes we have to go into that hermit energy and do some soul searching, right? You know, it's important, especially after any major ending. And obviously 9 being the major arcana for Virgo. So you might be dealing with a Virgo or have it prominently in your chart. But it's interesting because this hermit is he's been wandering in this kind of snowy terrain for so long that he's almost turned into an ice sculpture himself, you know, as an old man. And it's interesting. I'm just finding it fascinating, this juxtaposition, because this Queen of Wands, right, is so fire. I mean, she is like, in this card, she's like fire incarnate, right? So no matter how frozen you might let yourself get after a painful ending, this fire can certainly melt any ice that has formed around this hermit. Just something to remember, something that's coming through for me. So let's see where we go from there. Next, I'll be grabbing a couple of cards from Kim Krantz's Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck. This one. Oh, both. I said to take both. The Scorpion and the Cheetah, both fire energy. Again, so this is like, I mean, if you look at that, it's like, you know, the Scorpion has this hard exterior, right? Like this man who's made of kind of glacier like ice, right? And yet it's a desert animal, and its sting comes from within. And this cheetah, despite being depicted in black and white, has all of this energy, this sacral chakra, this solar plexus chakra energy around it. Same with the Scorpion. It's like these two are colliding into each other. Can I get one more card, Spirit? Can I please get one more card, Spirit? Just one more card. One more card. One more card, please. The Cosmic Egg. And how interesting is that? So we have this cosmic egg, which literally wraps itself around, and it's a spirit of ether, right? And it wraps itself. So it's a divine card in itself, where it wraps itself around this egg, which has all of the colors of all of the chakras, and yet again, it's like, you know, this Scorpio. This Scorpion is mostly black with some white. This cheetah is mostly white with some black spots, and then we have this snake, which is kind of a combination of the two, but enveloping this whole of the cosmos, right? Wow, I'm feeling some seriously powerful energy right now. Yeah. Okay. It's like it's almost like the Ten of Swords is forgotten, but not, if that makes any sense. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the Elk, which is, for me as a reader, divine masculine. It would, I interpret this as the Emperor as a reader in the traditional tarot. And again, it's that same, look at that same fiery energy. It's like you are full of this fire. I mean, literally full of this creative passion, lust for life, lust for abundance, and projects that have to do with your own passions, your own creativity, all of these things, which is beautiful. So it's interesting that we have this card of Aries and Pisces, right? This Queen of Wands, and we have this card of Aries again here, and the lion would be for me the card of Leo in this deck, and the cheetah would probably be the card of Aries. So perhaps you have a lot of Aries in your chart, or are dealing with an Aries. That would make a lot of sense. But then again, we have Virgo, and we have Ten of Swords, which is Gemini energy. So I believe it's Sun in Gemini. So it's but again, the Sun, which is you are the Sun in the major arcana. So I feel like you are in total control of harnessing this power within you, without you. And though you might not be showing it to people yet, they might just see this old man frozen, this wanderer that has been frozen in time because he's wandered so long and gone within for so long, and you only know the pain that you've been through, the Ten of Swords that has affected your life, and we've certainly all gone through Ten of Swords moments. It's cyclical. But the fire within you burns so brightly, and it is divinely guided. So this is definitely a partnership reading, but I think it's just also very much a reading about you and your partnership with self, which is the most important partnership we can have, right? I mean, if you think about it, it's, we're the only partner we have for our entire lives. So we have to learn to accept ourselves as our own partner and love ourselves first before we can even consider loving another. Sorry, I hadn't actually focused on the question yet. I was talking. How does I want to call you Aries now? How does Leo view themselves in the partnership with whoever they are thinking about? How does Leo view themselves? Thank you. Three of Wands. Okay, interesting. Now that's traditionally a waiting for our ships to come home card. But in this card, it's almost like, it reminds me of someone at the gym, with the ropes that they work out with. You only have two hands, but there's three wands. And so one is kind of like being divinely interjected into this card, if you will. Yet, your root is firmly grounded, your root chakra. Because as this yellow and this orange, it turns into this red here, right? So, one more, please. One more, please. I'm trying to make these readings shorter, but my God, it's like I get so invested. Okay. Six of Cups. Let me just turn this down. down a bit. So you see yourself in the Six of Cups. Now, Six of Cups is like a soulmate energy card. So you see yourself as someone who is a divine counterpart to another in a lot of ways, and there's a lot of nostalgia within you. It's interesting because we see the blue here of the throat chakra, the green here of the heart chakra, and then these, you know, these 6 cups are all they're almost like tea light candles, right? They're lit up here. And it's similar to this cosmic egg in this circular shape, and the circular shape here of the cheetah, where inside I think you are softer than a lot of people might give you credit for, and I think that happens to a lot of Leos, and of all, you know, anyone that has Leo sun and or rising, especially, you know, those 2 placements. So but it certainly happens for Leo moons and Leo Venuses, because and Leo Mars, but you know, moons and Venuses and our emotions and how we love, it's there's a softness to us that people don't necessarily always know is beneath the surface, where they see us kind of always working, always battling with this fiery energy. There's this beautiful melancholic softness and nostalgia for the simple things in life, and it's quite emotional energy, and people don't realize that Leos can be quite emotional, and the depth of their emotion is necessary. It's not necessarily on the surface, but it's you know, it's shielded by these candles, this white light, you know, this protection almost, but it's certainly there. How does Leo view their partner or the person on their mind? Death. Okay. And we just took well, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, we have Scorpion, which is fire energy, but it's also, you know, if you think of the Scorpio, which is the sign of Scorpio, which is very Plutonic energy, and we're going into, you know, Pluto retrograde on the 29th, so in the pre-shadow period of that, and death is certainly a very Plutonic card, as Pluto deals with, you know, life, birth, life, death, the afterworld, you know, that sort of transmutative energy. I don't see this as a bad thing as how you view a person. I see that you see them as transformative or transmutative. Like, we'll clarify. I don't. Spirit's saying leave that card as is, or my guys are saying. Let's see. How does Leo view the relationship with the person that they're thinking about? How does Leo, Venus, Moon, Mars, and the other common placements between them? How does Leo view their partnership? The person that's on their mind. Person that's on their mind. Thank you. The Lovers in reverse. One more card, please. Thank you. The Hermit. Okay. So maybe, you know, I'm getting 2 things here. Either you've gone into this hermit mode, or you view the relationship as this hermit mode, or you view, you know, I'm getting more that maybe the relationship has gone into this kind of frozen period, this sort of temporary ice age, if you will, with the lovers in reverse here, and how you view your partner's death. It's transforming though. I mean, you see this Hermit shining this kind of light into this Death card, which is almost reflective in the same way as the Lovers is reflective in a lot of ways. And it's almost reflective of this, you know, the reverse image of this Six of Cups here. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm just taking a moment. Let's go into how the person on Leo's mind sees themselves. The person on Leo's mind see themselves. Who wants to fall on the floor today? Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck, feeling stuck in an energy in their mind that they can't quite get out of. One more. Seven of Pentacles. Trying to build. So it's hard to build when you feel stuck in your mind, right? She's blindfolded. The swords are. She doesn't realize that there's a clear path here, right? Because all she feels is this stuck energy. But this Seven of Pentacles is all about, it's all about building. And, we're always trying to reach the 10 in tarot. So when you have a Seven of Pentacles, that means that there's somewhere a Three of Pentacles floating out there on the board. And that Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration and working together. There's something else here, but we'll clarify in a moment. How does Leo's person on Leo's mind, how do they view Leo, please? They view Leo, please. Sorry, that as well. This is not supposed to come out. They said no. And they view Leo as the Three of Wands, which is how Leo views themselves. So it's like they understand you as waiting for this thing. Maybe it's and I'm noticing, the green buds here on the top of these wands bleed kind of, it almost is, it just bleeds into this the green of this Seven of Pentacles, where, Seven of Pentacles is really about planting seeds and waiting for them to sprout. And so your person sees themselves as having kind of tried to plant the seeds and navigate the depths of their own mind, the prison of their own mind, if you will, to try to surpass that, to navigate that. And they've let these seeds blossom, but they see you still struggling to wait for the ships to come in, and they're there kind of watching you wait. And I'm getting strongly that your person doesn't think that you realize that they've had to climb over the treacherous terrain in their own mind to plant these seeds so that the wands would bloom for you more easily. How does Leo's person view the relationship, please, Spirit? How does Leo's person, or the person on their mind, view the relationship, please? Thank you. The Chariot, Cancer energy. So, it's kind of like, having to make a decision, right? Which way are you going? They view you as being the holder and the decision maker, just the way they view you as the one waiting for the ships to come in. I feel, Leo, like you've maybe taken control in this situation, right? And I mean, we have the Emperor kind of coming up, right? And so they view the situation as it could go one of either way. And, you know, these horses are kind of butting heads in this card as the woman tries to stand strong to make the decision. You know, it's all, when we see her face kind of sullied as if, you know, she's just come out of battle, and it's which way to go, which way to choose. Let's get one more, please. Okay, way too many. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Also, we have the Hierophant, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Swords again. So, Two of Swords being, you know, Moon in Libra, about balance and decision making. Ten of Swords we already had before, and the Hierophant being a card kind of marriage, and in, you know, she's wearing a very similar attire to the Ace of Pentacles. So, bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. So a card again of balance here, right? So if they see you, they see the relationship as perhaps, you know, these seeds have been planted. They see you working hard, but they don't know which way to turn, and they don't see anything coming in terms of new ventures as you just wait. It's like they see the relationship as needing to be, as there needs to be action taken, there needs to be choices made. You know, even in this Death card, the way you see them is you know, this horse is kind of half shadow, half white, half black. It's almost like if these two horses of the Chariot combined, right? And again, the Hermit always shines his light from within, as we see here that you're doing. So there just might be a an impasse. I'm getting the word impasse. The relationship might have come to what seems like an impasse, but I'm not feeling that. I'm just feeling that something's, with this Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is all about balance, but again, here we have one pentacle being given and five pentacles here. Five pentacles being the card of spiritual poverty in my mind, it's spiritual impoverishment and being the, as every tarot reader says, the out in the cold, stuck out in the cold card, and you have this one woman that's blindfolded, kind of like this woman of the Eight of Swords, and one woman that's not. And wherever there's a Six of Pentacles, to get to the Ten of Pentacles, there's a Four of Pentacles somewhere. So it might be like someone, there's not an equal give and take in the relationship in terms of, someone either hoarding finances or blocking out to retain what they have because they're afraid of taking any leap of faith, of taking that choice. But this is how your person views the relationship. Again, your person. So can I get a clarifying on how? Thank you. The Lovers. So how you see yourself is someone who's, it's another six. Six is the frequency of love. Like, it's you see yourself as a lover, but now with Three of Wands, you see yourself as Three of Wands, and they see you Three of Wands. I'm getting a different message here also, where it could be that you have an idea of what love is, this kind of idealized vision of what love is, and you're passionate and you're fiery and all of these things, but perhaps whoever's on your mind, it's like you're not necessarily sure you want to settle. You're still kind of waiting for the thing that is going to say this is the perfect relationship and this is it. But that's idealized, right? There's no perfect relationship, and the fact that you see your partner as death, or the person on your mind, I should say, as death, it's it's a transformative energy, but it can also feel like a death. It can feel like a death of an old way of being, of having to change, and not be this kind of on your own figure. And you might not quite feel ready for that, which is okay. We all come to things on our own time, I mean, Leo rules the fifth house of romance and joy and fun and all things pleasurable, good and bad. And maybe you're not ready to give that up yet. Maybe you feel like this person will stop. Yeah, look at Three of Cups and Two of Swords. Decision, again, a decision needs to be made, and we have another Three of Cups. So I feel like it's a choice possibly between two people, Leo. Take it as it resonates. Could be a choice between work and love. It could be, this Two of Swords, again, Moon and Leo energy. This Two of Swords here is wrapped up in a green heart chakra ribbon. So it's a mind over heart decision that's needing to be made, right? And clarify how Leo views the relationship, please, Spirit. Thank you. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. What did I say? Between the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, means there's a Four of Pentacles somewhere. And so and again, here's this orange yellow ribbon, same orange and yellow that we viewed throughout here, and the Lovers in reverse with that same orange yellow, but it's in the reverse. Four of Pentacles is again that hoarding, like that holding on to things energy, but blocking off your chakras to maintain whatever it is that you have, and not wanting to let go, not wanting to transform. And your person somewhat recognizes this, and I think you recognize that your person recognizes this. Why does Leo, the person on their mind, can we clarify the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, please? Can we clarify this? Thank you. I don't know why everything likes to fall on the floor today. Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters. Okay. So here we have the crown chakra. Now we have intuition creeping in, and another 6 on the board. So, but this is an equality of saying, okay, like, let's understanding that things have been turbulent, and possibly within themselves, within their own mind. Between the 8 of, if you take the 8 and minus the 6, you have the 2 of Swords, right? So maybe they had to make the decision to say, okay, I'm going to step out of this energy. I'm going to use my, unblindfold myself, use my third eye, use my crown chakra, and I'm going to start planting these seeds of growth. Why do we have the Three of Wands? Three of Wands clarified by the Three of Wands. I mean, you can't make this up. Can I have one more, please? But this Three of Wands is about communication, much more so about communication. So maybe there's something that isn't being spoken about. This kind of struggle, this kind of waiting, this not being able to make a decision, right? That neither of you are really talking about. I do feel a strong love here. I'm not getting an energy of burden so much as I'm getting an energy of not ready to commit. Could I get one more for how Leo's person views Leo? The person on Leo's mind views Leo. Thank you. The Fool. Yeah, starting fresh, right? Taking that one wand she has in her hand, saying, here, babe, take this wand. Take this wand that's been being divinely given to you, and let's start fresh. Let's start fresh. We can do this. We can do this. There isn't anything to be afraid of. Change in life happens, right? How do they, can you clarify how the person on Cancer's mind, I'm sorry, I keep calling you Cancer. Person on Leo's mind views, maybe you're dealing with a Cancer, views the relationship. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is where they started. So it's again that energy, and it's so similar to this card in this blue with these swords. It's like unable to make the decision, right? Feeling like there's just this disconnect in communication, which, as we're going into Mercury in retrograde, shortly, so it's not surprising. And the Chariot, clarifying the Chariot, again, you can't make this up. So, again, it's about decision making. It's about decision making and communicating with each other. Yeah. The strength of the relationship. The strength of the relationship, please, Spirit. The strength of, flipper, is the Hermit. Okay, so that's the third time the Hermit has showed up. So something about going within, finding your own inner light, which I think you're doing. maybe you haven't shown that to the person on your mind. Maybe you haven't shown the work that you've been doing on the inside. Maybe they're waiting for that because they keep seeing you as someone that's waiting for things to come in. Or maybe you're keeping some secrets hidden. You know, that can be the shadow side of the hermit. But you have all of this fire energy. Don't let yourself stay in the cold, stay cold, you know? Come in off of the path if you've been on it for a while. If you found that light within. And trust your intuition, you know? It's the hermit, again, he shines his own light. His light comes from within. He doesn't need anyone else to illuminate his path. So I can understand to others it might be a frustrating energy. You know, it might feel slow moving, but it's something that we all need to do for ourselves from time to time, to come back to ourselves so that we can offer the best of ourselves. But we get stuck in that hermit energy for so long, it's really hard to come out of, right? Because it gets really comfortable. But you have someone that's still waiting for you. That's still waiting for you to make that decision. And decide what it is that you really want. What is the weakness of the relationship, please, Spirit? The weakness? The weakness of the relationship. What is the weakness of the relationship? Nope, sorry, they said no. I did see the star card earlier, so if that comes out, then we'll know. Queen of Swords. Definitely not the star card, but Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords takes no BS, cuts anything out in her path. So perhaps the weakness of the relationship here is that one or both of you are very quick to just kind of terminate or go within or snap out, or, you know, ready to pounce. You know, as you see, the blue of her eyes is like the blue of that throat chakra. You know, she hurts with words. Her words cut. Can I get one more, please, for the weakness of the relationship? Strength. Again, we see that blue ribbon of the strength. And Leo, that's your energy, is the strength card, right? And we talked about kind of communicating, and I think it's finding a way to communicate with each other. But again, it's really figuring out if this is what you want. And I'm getting this for many of the readings. They've been very similar in this series in many ways. A lot about communication and blocks in communication and choices that have to be made. But I feel like if what your strengths are, like strength in the Queen of Swords, who's extremely strong as a queen, if that is what's showing up in your weakness position, then we got a problem, right? Final message from Spirit on this. And I'd love to keep going, but we'll go on for far too long because I get too invested. So I think you have to stop seeing what you think are your strengths as strengths, because I think sometimes they're actually the weakness. It's just coming through pretty strongly. Magician and the Page of Wands. Overall message. So you have the ability to manifest, and we have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is beautiful. But so, you know, the Magician is mercurial energy. It's Virgo and Gemini energy, and you have the Page of Wands, which is, you know, fire energy, again, messenger energy. But, you know, pages are also can be kind of fun new beginnings of things. They can be, you know, passionate, fun beginnings. Virgo is an earth sign. Gemini is an air sign, or a fire sign, right? It's taking all of the magician has all of the elements within himself or herself to manifest whatever it is they want. But it's having the ability to discern between those elements and what they want to manifest in a concise and ethical way, right? Because there's the magician, as powerful as she is, that it comes with a very equal shadow side. If you use your abilities to create and manifest in a way that hurts others, or not saying that you do, but just saying it's Spirit's message is take from, observe as the hermit does, right? But bring some levity in. It's not all life or death. Like, can't think of death as death. It's just transmutation. And not to be afraid, staying strong. If staying strong and being cutthroat is your weakness in this, and going within and finding your inner light is your strength, you can only, eventually you have to make decisions. And if the Page of Wands is the other message, it's kind of saying, like, I'm getting this feeling of like an eternal bachelor, eternal bachelorette sort of feeling. Like, you want the passion and the fun things, but you don't want the work that comes into it. And you see yourself as in this idealized way, and your other person is kind of putting a damper on that. And you have all this fiery energy within you, yet you've kind of closed it off to the outside, so that, they just see you as kind of waiting for something that they can't necessarily create without you. But this Two of Cups at the bottom says, coming together in beautiful, beautiful synchronicity. Both cups being full to the same amount, and each heart chakra spilling into the others, and just beautiful energy. So that's what could be possible if that's what you want. If you untie these ropes around this Two of Swords, around the mental energy, and put it into the heart energy, into the emotions, what could become. So let's get a final message here from the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle deck. Oh, just one. Just one. Nope. Number 9. Well, makes sense, since we have the Hermit on the board, 2 or 3 times? Which is number 9. Allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. And that's what I was saying about this green, right? This green of this if we just unwrap the struggles in our mind and allow it to become our emotional heart, where it belongs, in our emotional heart space, and fill our cups, and allow our seeds to grow, and not always wait for the next best thing or the idealized version, then look at this beautiful energy. Allowance. What a beautiful message, Leo. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope that you took something from this reading. If you did, again, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Again, if you're interested in personal readings, you can, or you have any questions, whatnot, please feel free to email me in the email in the description box. And so, outside of that, ciao for now. I hope to see you soon, and namaste.